Hey, this is Brian with worshiptutorials.com. This is a tutorial for the song No Longer Slaves from the Bethel We Will Not Be Shaken album. So this is a really simple song to play, and I'm going to play this in the key of G. Now on the album, it's in the key of B flat, and the guy's voice sounds kind of kind of raspy, almost like he has a low voice, but do not be mistaken, it is high on the album. So I think for most guys out there, for most men in your congregations for sure, key of G is going to be a good key. Now if you want to play it on, with the album in the album key, put a capo on the 3rd fret and then play it the way I'm going to show you, using key of G chords. Also feel free, if you want it a little higher, you can put your capo on the 2nd fret or even the 1st fret. But for this video and for the videos I have at worshiptutorials.com, key of G open chords is what I use. So you can head over there to Worship Tutorials, where you will find a acoustic guitar video that I did, just played on acoustic, and the chords kind of follow me. So the chords for this song are G, C, D, E minor, and then there's a B minor that shows up in the 2nd verse, and I play it like this. It's almost like a G over B, but I'm pretty sure it's a B minor. You want that full minor chord, so you could play it this way, but I like the way it sounds when you play it this open version. All right, so that's it. Now for strumming. Now the song actually starts with acoustic guitar. It's kind of rare that we get a song where you hear acoustic very prominently, but it's just down strums on the 8th notes. Now this song is pretty slow. It's like 1, 2, 3. You unravel me. So it's just down strums. Now if you just strum down, you might think that does not sound anything like the album, and that's true. You want to palm mute. If you're new to palm muting, it sounds easy, and it's not that easy to pull off. You're going to use the sort of the meat of your palm, and you're going to put it on the strings as you strum, and it mutes them. So you can't just lay it down on there, or you get that. You kind of have to put the palm on the strings and then kind of lift off as you strum. And it kind of gives you this kind of muted sound. So palm muting would make a great a guitar lesson video, but I don't have one currently at Worship Tutorials. Maybe if you're watching this down the road a little ways, I'll have one and I'll link to it in the description. But check it out. Just search on YouTube for how to palm mute, and you'll probably get a ton of lessons to show you a lot of different techniques, but that's what you want to do. I'm not so great at it, so I'm not going to make it sound exactly like the album, but you kind of want to do that. You deaden the strings with your palm. Okay, so it's down strums, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, 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 down. When you get into the song, into a bigger section, you can do that, which is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Let's slow it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's a pretty basic strumming pattern that will get you through the song. Okay? So it starts on the verse. There's no intro, and it actually starts, the vocal starts before any of the music starts. So if you're going to play this one, you might want to strum a G chord or whatever key you're in, just to give yourself sort of a bearing of, okay, where am I coming in? You unravel me. Otherwise, you're going to guess, and you might come in a little low or a little high. But if you have some pads playing or some kind of ambient music going, that'll help you as well. But it starts on a G with a melody. You surround me as C to D with a song, back to G. You just do that again in the first verse. Of deliverance, strum the G. Of from my enemies, stay on the G. Till all, C. My fears, D, are gone. Okay, let's play that, and then you go right into the chorus. So it goes like this. You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song. Stay on the G of deliverance from my enemies till all my fears are gone. And now we hit the chorus. I'm no longer, C, a slave, D, to fear, G. E minor, I am, to D, a child, to G, of God. You do that again. I'm no longer, C, to D, a slave, to fear, G. E minor, I am a child of, and then after the first chorus, there's a solo section, which is E minor, D, G, C, E minor, D, G, C. And in that solo turnaround section, they're all half notes. Okay, so I'm gonna play Till All My Fears Are Gone into the chorus. Goes like this. Till all my fears are gone. Here's the chorus. I'm no longer a slave to fear. To E minor, I am a child of God. To G, back to E minor, or sorry, C. I'm no longer a slave to fear. To E minor, I am a child. Here's the solo of God. It's actually a turnaround, but I call it, you can do either way. C, E minor, D, G, C. The next part you come to is verse 2. Verse 2 is slightly different than verse 1. Instead of just G all the way through the first line, it's G to B minor, and then C, D, G. Okay? And then it repeats that. So I'm just going to play it. It starts on From My Mother's Womb. So here's that solo section, or the turnaround, E minor, D, G, C. From my mother's womb. Back to palm muting. You've chosen me. There's your B minor. Love has called my name. Do that again. I've been born again into your family. There's your B minor. Your blood flows through my veins. Chorus again. I'm no longer a slave to fear. Okay, so you do the chorus twice there, and then you get to a solo section. Solo, bridge, basically the rest of the song, almost the rest of the song, is the same as that other solo section. E minor, D, G, C. E minor, D, G, C. There's kind of two bridge sections. Now, I'm fairly certain that on the We Will Not Be Shaken album, that's sort of an ad-libbed bridge, but it's there nonetheless. I am surrounded by the arms of a father. And then you get into the actual bridge, is you split the C so I could walk right through it. Now again, you're playing the same chord progression almost this entire time. So there's like a solo, E minor, D, G, C, E minor, D, G, C. Before you get to that bridge though, is sort of a vocal solo section, and it goes, whoa, to the bridge, which is E minor, you split the C, D, so I could walk, G right through it, C. My fears are drowned in perfect love, G to C. You rescued me to D, so I could stand, here's where it gets a little different, stand and sing, B minor, I am, C, D, a child of God, G. And it repeats that a couple times, and then at the end, it repeats the I am a child of God a lot of times. I can't remember how many it does on the album. The second vocalist, the female vocalist, comes in at that point and sings I Am a Child of God over and over again. And then it ends with the chorus, kind of mellow. You might notice a slightly different strumming pattern than I'm kind of still just down strumming, but I'm just doing down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. It's basically just down, 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 but an up between each half measure. So I'm going to play just the last bridge and a couple of the tags, and then after you play the tags, you just play a G chord and let it ring for a few measures, and then go to the chorus to end it. It goes like this. So you split the C. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears are drowned in perfect love. You rescued me so I could stand and sing. I am a child of God. That tag again. I am a child of God. One more. I am a child of God. And then you end with a chorus. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. One more time. Well, I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. And that's it. So the way you arrange this song would depend on a lot what you want to do with it, especially in the middle where you hit that, after the second time you go through the choruses, there's a back-to-back chorus, then there's like a long section where you can kind of do what you want. The progression doesn't change, it's just E minor, D, G, C. You can do like an instrumental section there. I would suggest, actually, that would be a nice place if you wanted to give some direction vocally to your congregation. Maybe if you want to read some scripture over them that have to do with Jesus setting us free from the bondage of sin, basically. That would be a powerful moment to do that. And then talking about, you know, how miraculous that really is, and then going into you split the sea so I could walk right through it. You could really create a nice, intense moment there. But it's kind of up to you how you want to arrange that. I would suggest not just playing like 16 to 20 measures of just guitar. You know, use that as a strategic moment to do something good with the song. And then you can, you know, end it however you'd like, but on the album you can tell how they end it with sort of a mellow chorus. But that's No Longer Slaves. Pretty easy song to play. 5 chords, not too difficult. Head over to worshiptutorials.com where you can see how I played it on acoustic. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.